What if burnout isn't about hours worked, but about purpose lost? You know what's funny? Burnout doesn't start when someone collapses. It starts way earlier, with uncertainty, overload, and perfectionism disguised as high standards. And here's the paradox: your best people are often the first to burn out because they are the ones who care the most. They don't just do their job, they own it. Until one day, when that pride turns into pressure and purpose quietly slips away. Today, we are diving into why burnout isn't about long hours. It's often about lost meaning and how to bring your best people and yourself back before it's too late. Let's start with the truth. Most leaders don't want to admit burnout doesn't happen to weak performers. It usually happens to the driven ones, the ones who say, "Don't worry, I've got it," the ones who skip lunch, fix everyone's problems, and never drop the ball until they do. And it's always the same story. They don't notice burnout coming because it looks too much like dedication. Then suddenly, one day, that dedication stops working. The fire is still burning, but it's burning them. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a product lead. Let's call her Maggie. She was the definition of unstoppable, always smiling, first in, last out, juggling deadlines like an Olympic sport. Then one day, she said, "I don't feel tired. I just feel empty." She wasn't behind on work, she was behind on meaning. Burnout doesn't hit like a crash, it leaks in through too many late nights, too many "I'll handle it" moments, and too few moments that actually matter. Here's the truth: telling someone to just take a break after months of overdrive, it's like giving a glass of water in the middle of drought. Kind, but not enough. Real recovery isn't pause, it's a rebuild. It's about restoring your energy, reclaiming your clarity, and reconnecting to your why. So instead of prescribing time off, leaders need to start designing systems of recovery. Here are six practical steps how to do that. Micro recharge. Take three short resets a day. Take a walk, a breath, and a window stare reset. They will do more for your brain than a week off pretending that you're not checking your emails on vacation. Reset boundaries. Set tech free hours. For example, a dinner without notifications. Even one protected evening says performance matters, but people matter more. Delegate intentionally. Burnout isn't about too much work, it's about too much ownership. If you never let go, you don't look committed, you look trapped. Reframe stress. Shift from "I am overwhelmed" to "this is a challenge I can grow through." Mindset doesn't erase pressure, but it rewires how your body handles it. Reconnect through joy. Do something that uses a different part of your brain. Paint, run, play, build, cook. Joy isn't optional, it's maintenance. Lead by example. When leaders normalize recovery, teams follow. Change the mantra from "I'll rest when it's done" to "recovery is part of performance." Because burnout does not happen when people work hard, it happens when they run out of reasons to care, and there's no one that refills the tank. If you want to prevent burnout in your teams, start paying attention to the invisible signals. Fewer questions, quieter meetings, the "I'm fine" that sounds a little too practiced. That's not laziness, that's exhaustion wearing a brave face. As a leader, your job isn't just to drive results, it's to create an ecosystem where motivation can breathe. Because purpose doesn't just inspire people, it sustains them. So here's your leadership challenge for this week. Ask your team, what's draining your energy right here, right now? Pause and listen. Then ask, what gives you energy here? You'll be surprised how often it's not about workload and it's about meaning. Because burnout is not cured by time off, it's prevented by time well spent. If this resonated, Like, subscribe, and join my Leadership Tribe newsletter on LinkedIn. Every week in Leadership Deep Dive, I share stories and strategies to help you lead with clarity, courage, and heart. I'm Dr. Blaž Farjanic, and remember, burnout is not the end, it's an invitation to begin again. And I'll see you in the next episode.